Hello all, so we're back again with another video, this time with the match preview against Cardiff City. Yes, I'm all wrapped up as well because it's absolutely bloody freezing here today. Just shut this blind 2 minutes. Bit of early morning sun there. So we're moving on to Cardiff. So following our 2-0 win during the week against Huddersfield, where it wasn't really a classic performance, but we got the win we needed. In reviewing the goal, you know, the first goal was an absolutely fantastic team goal again. Probably another contender for team goal of the season. I think it went from Patterson to Bailey Wright into Sims, into Pritchard to Roberts down the wing, into Ahmad, one touch back to Roberts, crossing the box, and Pritchard finished it off against his former team. Fantastic goal. And I think that's probably the first 70 minutes we were probably poor. You know, we were not probably poor, we were poor. And then when we got the goal and the substitutions, we kind of took over the game. So we got the 3 points, and now we move on to Cardiff. So Cardiff, nicknamed the Bluebirds, they were formed in 1899, formerly known as Riverside AFC. They play their home games at Cardiff City Stadium. I think it was formerly Ninian Park, I think it was back in the day. The current manager is Mark Hudson. He's kind of a caretaker manager, as the sacked Steve Morrison back in September. They're still looking for a new manager. Since then they've played 8, they've won 3, drew 1, lost 4, and they've got 10 points in that caretaker management spell since he's been in charge. Overall against them, so we've played them 65 times, we've won 21, we've drew 17, and we've lost 27. More recently, since 1980, we've played them 11 times, we've won 4, drew 3, lost 4. And our home record against them since 1980, we've played them 5 times, we've won 2, drew 2, and lost 1. So, you know, not a bad record against them. Last time out was in the Championship in 2017, I think it was. And I think that was the year we got relegated, I believe. When we played them, we were 22nd or 20. We were 22nd. I think they were 3rd. They might even get promoted that season. I'm not sure, but they beat us 2-1. Gooch scored our goal. But that was a very, very poor season, as we all know. But this season, like I say, they've been struggling for form. So I've got their stats here. So they've played 18 this season. They've won 6, drew 3, and lost 9. They've scored 14, conceded 21, and they've got 21 points. And they are currently in 18th place. They are currently the joint lowest goal scorers in the league, along with Preston. So they've only scored 14 goals. Away from home, they've played 9, they've won 2. Drew 1, they've lost 6, they've scored 7 and conceded 15, and they've got 7 points away from home, which puts them second from bottom in the away form table, or the away league table. So for me, it's a perfect opportunity to get these back-to-back wins and again get us up the table with one more game before the World Cup break after Saturday. But having said that, you know, even though they're 18th in the league and they are struggling, they're only 3 points behind us. You know, they've got 21 points, we've got 24, and I think we're in 12th, so it just shows you how tight and how compact the league is this season. It was like, I think Tony Mowbray touched on a couple of wins, rocket you up the league, but a couple of defeats, you're looking over your shoulder again, so it's important that we keep the momentum and see if we can get, you know, put a run together, well, a short run together before this World Cup break. If we can get 3 points on Saturday against Cardiff, and it sets up nicely for Birmingham before the break. Their recent form, they've only won 1 of the last 5 games. They got beat on Wednesday night off Watford 2-1 at home. Players wise, you know, I've just been doing some research into their players, and they've got 4 players all on 2 goals, so they haven't got an out and out goal scorer. You know, they've got 4 players. They've got Callum O'Dowda, Romain Sawyers, Jaden Bidas, Mark Harris, and the probably the danger man for them will be Colin Robertson, who I think they signed from West Brom, who I've always thought is a decent centre forward at this level. But he's got 2 goals, but like I said, they haven't got a proven out and out goal scorer, so that reflects in how they've only scored 14 this season. So for me, like I say, it's a perfect chance to get back-to-back wins and get another 3 points on the board. Score predictions, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to stick my neck on the line, and I'm going to say we're going to win 3-0. Hopefully we can keep on creating these chances we have been creating, and take a few on Saturday and have a pretty convincing win, a pretty convincing performance. Team-wise, I don't think he'll make too many changes. I think obviously Jack Clark comes back in from his suspension, but I'd like to see us play Patterson. I'd like to see us play O'Nien, Wright, Bat and Certain. I'd like to see Dan Neil and Abdullah Bar in midfield, and maybe give Corey Evans a rest, with Jack Clark coming in for Embleton, then Pritchard and Sims and Ahmad as well. So I'd have Roberts and Corey Evans on the bench. I know Roberts did well for the goal, but for me, frustrated a lot on Wednesday night. You know, I give the ball away a lot of times, and I'd just like to see him on the bench for it. You know, I know he can turn the game, you know, in an instant, and he's Tony Mowbray rates him as one of the best in the league, but I just think Pritchard, although he hasn't been the Pritchard of old, I think he looks like he's getting better with every game the last few games, and I thought he was good on Wednesday, so I'd keep him in. I mean, I'd like to say Sims, but I don't think, looking at Tony Mowbray's press conferences and what have you, he's not going to start him until after the World Cup. But if you look at the last 2 games, he's kind of changed the game when he's came on. You know, the second half against Huddersfield, he was great, holding the ball up, focal point, winning headers, big, strong, bringing people into the game. And against Luton, he did the same. Came on and changed the game, played a part in the goal. I think I've just been saying he played a part in the first goal, and when the ball went into him, he laid it off to Pritchard. So I'd love to see him back in the starting lineup, but I just don't think he'll risk him. We'll probably see how things are going, and if we are winning comfortably, or we do need a goal, either way he'll probably come on for the last half an hour. I mean, you know, if he's played 45 minutes on Wednesday, why not give him a start and give him 60 minutes, see how he gets on, you know, and build his fitness up that way. So, but you know, I think we've seen Tony Mowbray, his teams over the last few weeks, doesn't like to have too much change, and like I touched on the review on Wednesday, I just think he bigs up these youngsters in the press conference, but then sticks with the same old. So I'd like to see him be a bit more brave and be a bit more bold, and give especially Abdullah Bar a chance in midfield against a struggling Cardiff team. You know, a bit of youth, exuberance, you know, get on the ball and play the ball through the lines quicker, whereas Corey Evans kind of slows the game down a little bit. I just think, you know, we didn't move the ball quick enough, especially in the first 60-70 minutes on Wednesday, and Abdullah Bar seems to do that. But we'll see how he gets on, and we'll see what team he picks come tomorrow. But let's hope we can get them back-to-back wins, get them 3 points, and let's get us back up towards the playoffs, and get on to Cardiff and see how we get on. Just want to say a big congratulations to Jefferson Bennett, who has been called up to the Costa Rican squad for the World Cup. Fantastic achievement. Again, another one who I don't think has enough game time as he could have had or should have had. We'll see him on Saturday, we don't know, but a massive congratulations and well done to him. Look forward to watching him in the World Cup with Costa Rica. But that's it for the match preview. Anybody going to the game, obviously enjoy yourselves. Watch out for a match review from an exotic location on Saturday night. But until then, let us know what your score predictions are in the comments below. But until Saturday, take it easy, speak soon, and stay safe. I got that wrong, didn't I? Take it easy, stay safe, and speak soon. Ta-ra.